everybody. Welcome back to the Rewind here on Wayward World Studios. I'm Thumali. That's Thumali. I can't figure out why my microphone's not working, and it makes me very sad. It's right here. It's my Elgato. We've had this microphone for years, and now it's on. I don't get it, but you know, new look for the pod, like same great flavor, and everything's a trash fire. I'm here today with someone really exciting. Like, I'm really excited to get into it with them. She's a drag queen. She's a porn star. Um, and I think she's marvelous. And as you can see right now, like in her makeup in just a second when we cut over, like she is just um what's the word I'm looking for? What's her name? Oh my God, the hot dog lady. Everybody, this is Oxymoron from Toronto. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't know. Who's the hot dog lady?
Yeah, they're like, oh, I want a hot dog real bad.
Jennifer
Yeah,
Coolidge?
Jennifer Coolidge. That's the one who
Oh
I was
my
thinking about.
fucking God. Oh my God.
Yeah,
She is so much more than the hot dog lady,
I,
babe.
I, I know,
She
but like
married the villager from the Minecraft movie, if you don't remember.
that was
Fucking
that was crazy.
transcended racial barriers there.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like that's like interracial marriage boots.
I'm getting a spam call.
Oh, I
So
love that. Oh, there we go. But yeah, she was like the poster child for interracial marriage. I love that. Like in that Minecraft movie. But yeah, no, like
languages.
exactly. Like I just couldn't think of like the word I wanted to say. Like I just remember her as the hot dog lady, but these gays, they're out here to murder me. No, she's iconic. How you doing, Oxy from
I'm doing
Toronto?
good.
Yeah, I think you're my first. We've had people who were from Canada on the show, but they live in New York, like Mauve. Shout out to Mauve. Um, but yeah, I think you're my first like Canadian. Like you actually live there.
Representation, yay.
Like whatever we can do to build our awful relationship that we like that only our president like kind of fucked up. Like let this episode of the podcast be a bridge of peace, you know.
Yeah.
Um what was
We,
that?
we don't all want to take each other over.
Exactly. Have you been? Like
I've been
you
doing
seem
good.
have you been keeping up pretty busy so
It's
far?
end of February, it gets so fucking busy because there's not as many days, so it's like the missing days all condense into the last week. I've got so many things going on. I have to
Mhm.
go to a friend's birthday party right after this.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. What kind of like where's it at? Is it just at their home?
It's at a club. That's why I bothered with dressing all up too. It was like, okay, dress up for the podcast, dress up for a party, give them a pink birthday clown.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. You see, like that's the thing about drag. Like, not to get too dark, but I went to my friend's husband's funeral, and in my mind, I was like, I kind of want to be in drag right now. Like, I kind of want to perform. But at the same time, I was like, is this narcissistic? Because like I know he loved drag, uh, like
I feel
before
like
he
if
did.
they wanted it, that'd be perfect. I've
Oh,
always said
oh
I
yeah,
want my funeral, like end of life, whatever. I want it to be a big party. I want it to be super gaudy. I want it to not be a sad sort of thing. It should be a big fun celebration and indulging in all the things that the person loved.
yeah. I'm the opposite. I want it to be gothic. I want it to be sad. I want people to be like, you
You're
know,
gonna have pay people to be wailing at it front row.
like jump into my coffin type
Yeah, that's
deal.
what I was thinking.
They get so depressed they can't eat, and they lose some weight.
You need
you know,
people to go through like a Victorian mourning period.
exactly. Like 3 days, that's it. Like, you just cry, call out sick from work, you can't take it. You know, like the party thing, I get it. Like that's everybody's thing, but like there's just something about like a lot of people crying for you and like just being sad. I'm like, ooh, you loved me. Why didn't you tell me this earlier, Diva? You're too late now. But no, that's so I'm really excited to like get into it with you because like you do a lot of different things under a lot of different names. A lot of it like we're focusing on drag, but the reason like I think the big reason why I wanted to have you on is because like you kind of cross that barrier between like being a drag queen and being a sex worker, which, you know, sex work in its history, like within the queer community and queer nightlife, which is what this show highlights. Um, it's like it's part of it, you know,
Mhm.
and I'm really like excited like to like get into both of those because like that's who you are.
That's why I present myself the way that I do, because I know that is our history. A lot of people, even if they're not as open with it, it is a lifeline for many different queer and trans people, even outside of the performance scene. A lot of us in the performance scene, we use it to be able to fund being able to look as glamorous as we do.
Yeah, what got you into drag? Like, where did Oxy come from? Oxymoron.
So I started watching Drag Race when I was in like middle school,
Mhm,
and that was around when I realized that I was trans.
mhm,
So I always had a big interest and I admired it and I always wanted to do something like that, but I kind of thought that I'd never be able to. And then Miss Got Mick paving the way, being able to win Drag Race,
mhm.
representing the trans guys. I was like, okay, shit, I guess I'm allowed to do this. See,
Yeah,
representation matters, you know, even
exactly.
if it's stupid to have those kind of limitations on yourself, being able to see yourself there, it's like, wow, you feel like you can really do this without invalidating yourself.
Was the invalidation like more so because we had Sigourney Beaver on the show from Dragula, and
Mm.
she's a cis woman. She identifies as a cis woman, and a lot of the cis women spaces like don't allow drag queens.
It's
like
just not-
like like yeah, it's so stupid. Like, was that the barrier for you, or was it more like gender
That
dysphoria?
was never the barrier. It was me identifying as a man and having, when I first came out, very close-minded views about what it means to be a trans guy and thinking I cannot allow myself to enjoy this and still be valid as a man. Like I thought that because I would like dressing up like this, or if I did dress up like this, that would make me less of who I am. And like I shouldn't be able to feel empowered or fun like this, even though I look fucking hot. I don't feel like I look like a cis lady. I just feel like I look like a crazy pink alien glitter creature.
No, exactly. Like Jennifer Coolidge from Mars, you know? What about the name Oxymoron? Like, how many names have you gone through before you
I
landed
I
on
only
that?
had one name before that. I was Oliver Tattoo before because I kind of wanted to be a little bit more gender fucked before, so I chose a boy name and I've always wanted to be covered in tattoos. You can see though I'm quite bare skinned, so
Yeah,
it didn't end up working out as a name, but all over tattoo, you know? And
yeah.
then my actual mother, my bio mom, she knows that I'm a drag queen. She supports me very much. She was like, "Well, you're a trans guy that dresses like a lady. Call yourself Oxymoron, because that's what you are." I
Mm,
was like, "What the fuck? Wait,
mm.
wait, mom, you're onto something." And then I went out as that for one night, and everyone was like, "Work,
I
work."
love that. You know, like I'm so stupid. We gotta like open the schools because I was like, why is she oxymoron?
A lot of people think it's a play on stuff that I may do. I do not I do not
Mhm.
participate. I'm a psychedelic baby. That's it.
Yeah, no, like oxycontin and oxymoron are not the same thing.
And just
Like
a lot of people get it misconstrued. The things I've been offered at places.
And Oxycontin, we can say that. As someone who works in the medical field as a surgery scheduler, we say Oxycontin a few times. So
Just medicine. That's
it's
fine.
it's just
Nothing else
medicine,
about it.
as long as you use it as a prescription and not abuse it.
Yeah.
Period. Um, so how did you get into the scene? So you see Got Mick on TV. You're like, oh wow, Got Mick, she's fabulous, amazing. Should have won, honestly, her season, but I digress. Um, how do you like break through? Because um, yeah, no, how do you get breakthrough? I was gonna say something else. I get brain fog.
I kind of got into it because I think I was 17 when I very first started going out, and I started going to raves. So I would see people on TikTok in the Toronto area post about different cool alternative events and raves and stuff. And that's how I found out about just the local party scene in general. I didn't even know that at least in my city there was a drag scene at all that had been around. Because the only times that I'd heard about it was from like my mom and other folks like in the early 2000s and 90s. That was the only drag culture that I had heard of in my town. And then I started going on the internet and I actually started finding these local queens and like seeing other people in the rave scene posting about these different events. So I went to this free one that was in my town at a place called the Kill Room. It's no longer with us anymore for many good reasons, I think. But it was that place was fucking crazy. It was behind a corner store in like the storage area in the back of an apartment building that was set up to
Okay.
be like an indoor skate park. And they would set it up so that bands would be playing in the center of like the big bowl that the guys would be skateboarding in. Um, Grimy fucking place, but I decided to show up there at 17 with my best friend, my first drag sister. And we kind of stole the show because nobody dressed like there. It was a grimy underground punk venue. Like the most dressed up that you would see people is maybe some of the goth girls, and
Uh,
they had never seen anyone in like full latex, full wig, lashes type of shit. And we got swarmed with pictures, and we all thought we were celebrities that
yeah.
night.
I think I saw pictures of that night. Like, I think
That was my
it's
first picture in drag on my account.
you got to post that because like I have a few surprises here along
That,
the
that
way.
little
Maybe
latex red dress.
I don't know if it was a latex rec. It was a picture, and we'll have it pulled up because like I'll be editing and stuff. But it looked like some dude's basement type deal.
No, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. It
Okay.
was probably like the back room, that nasty leather couch.
Yeah, no way.
So many fluids. Oh
at,
God.
at least you can clean that. You just wipe it down.
It wasn't. That
Uh,
thing never seen a wet wipe in its life.
Dang. Okay. I just realized that like the age of drinking and like going out, like, because it's different in Canada. Like it's 18, isn't it?
It's 19. 18
Oh.
in Quebec. That's
uh,
it.
Oh, okay. I guess everybody's making their own rules.
Well, I was let into one club before then on like
Mhm,
special permission because I promised to be an extra little good boy and not drink. And I ended up
mhm,
having my 19th birthday there because they
mhm.
had their open stage fall on the night that I turned 19.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like a good time. I mean,
Not not
I get.
gonna not gonna announce the place. They already got enough flack, so I'm not gonna mention being
Oh,
there.
dang. That's fair. Are they like are they still standing? Like are they still around?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
People that know me and they're hearing me talk about this are just like, bitch,
don't
bitch,
say
just
that.
say it.
Don't.
Just say it. We all hate it.
Oh, dang. Okay. What is the scene like in Toronto? Because like, the most context I have for Drag in Canada is Canada's Drag Race, to be honest. Like, I love that series. I love hearing all the different regions of Canada like on there. Like, I think Toronto's brought up a lot. Isn't Priyanka from Toronto?
Yes, she is. I think I've met her once or twice before. She's lovely. There's lots of like the Canada's Drag Race girls that do shows out there. Jada Shada is the one who does the Woody's open stage.
Mhm,
I've gotten to see her a lot. She's lovely. But it's crazy because in Toronto there is the whole street of Church Street that's just all gay businesses basically, a whole bunch of gay bars just all on one city block, and you
mhm.
can go within that block and go to so many different places, and there's so many different things going on at a time. And because there's so many different things going on at a time, they're always cycling through so many queens. They have what's called marathon drag in Toronto. So
Oh yeah.
you'll be on a set and you will have to do like three or four songs back to back to back in a row. Like no little intermission, no switch off. Like you're
Oh,
doing
that's
that and
crazy.
with that, and then immediately switches over to another queen doing like another three, four.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, no, that is marathon. Yeah. When was your first performance? Like, how did you get into like performing and really
So
advertising
I
yourself?
I used to have a drag house. I got adopted into this drag house that's no longer around. But they would do house parties, and I kind of met them through going to that old punk venue that's no longer around. And I did a drag show that they hosted out of their place, and then through there, I was able to meet other queens, and they connected me to being able to perform at proper shows and be able to go to the open stages and see what the actual bars are around.
Okay, nice. And what was that experience like getting to perform for your first time?
Quite nerve-wracking, but really fun. I had a good amount of time to be able to prepare for it, and I was very excited to be able to do that. I've never done that stuff before in my life. I
Mhm.
don't have any. The most that I'd ever done before doing drag was like a little school recital doing a Christmas play, like your left foot in, put your left foot out. That was my history of dancing before ever trying to do this. So it was fun being able to get to learn because I'd always wanted to be able to.
That's so fascinating that like the first time you really like you had your star shine was like in drag, like in like performance and all that. Like, yeah, I can imagine that being like so nerve-wracking, especially as someone who has performed on stage, not just in drag, but like well, I only did it in drag one time. I'm very bad. I'm a bedroom queen still, but like I'm working on that. But um like I do theater. Like so I've been on in plays where you had to like memorize lines and stuff like that. So no, that sounds so crazy. And then like the pink, like pink is like your thing, you
I
know,
don't know
like
how. Or wait, no, I do know how. I got a pink wig off Amazon and then I turned it into my whole fucking personality.
mhm.
It's basically it. I got a pink lace front for my first ever real wig and I was like, this is me. This is everything that I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
Now I have a pink room with pink curtains and pink bedding.
Yeah, and like that, I think that plays into the oxymoron too, because pink is traditionally like a feminine, like
It
girly.
originally was for the boys.
It
Cowboys used
was,
to wear that color. It used to be a more powerful and more in your face color, so it was associated with masculinity before. Blue was originally the girl's color.
yeah, but
They just
now
even forget that you don't know your color history. Pink wasn't
exactly.
always for the girls.
And then the Republicans ruined that, the conservatives.
Wait, just randomly speaking on that, I realized when I came out of the storage unit, I was wearing this outfit and some big ass black boots, and I said I looked like a cunty Republican.
You kind of are. You're wearing, that's the
I
MAGA
got I
hat.
got my vaguely red hat. I had the big like combat boot things on. I look like I'm supposed to be some kind of sexy Republican spokeswoman.
Yeah, no, like going on the Charlie Kirk tour, you know, performing with
But,
Nicki Minaj.
but
Yeah, it's close enough. I think Nicki Minaj did have a similar wig.
maybe
No.
honestly, I never paid that much attention to her, and now I'm kind of glad.
Oh yeah, no, I honestly didn't really care for her. So I'm glad. Like all this crazy stuff with Nicki Minaj is just like, okay, as long as it's not Lady Gaga, you know?
Somebody's being crazy. Who would have thought?
Exactly. Um, what would you say is like your drag style? I mean, like we have the pink and everything, but like when you're thinking about like an outfit and like putting a look together, like I really like your face because like it's very similar throughout all the pictures that I've seen. What inspired your mug specifically? Like, was the white? I hate to be this type of person, but like, I'm trying to like get some questions. But like, was the white face inspired by Gottmik?
A little bit. I used to
Okay,
be a goth kid too, so I felt like it was a good way to easily do it rather than having to match skin tone and all that stuff. I only ever need to get one kind of foundation for all times a year.
exactly.
I feel though it makes me look less like a real woman, Like I look more like a character, like a clown. It's a mask, which that's
Mhm.
why I don't go down my neck because it's meant to be a mask.
And it's laid on really well. Like I know like with cameras and everything, like you can't really tell, but like you can see that
Next to
it's
my brows is hidden.
Like it's it like the textures look like again filters and everything with the camera maybe, but like you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, everything's so smooth out and like you have no eyebrows, which I'm rocking that. Like, do you normally shave your eyebrows?
No, they're laid down. I had
Oh,
to.
okay.
I shaved them I think once when I first started drag because I had done it before being like a trad goth kid, but then I quickly realized like I can't. I don't. I like to be able to look kind of nice when I'm a boy. I can't sacrifice all of that. I look
That's
like an.
no, that's fair. I mean, like at
I thought
this
about the
point for
brow tattoos, like the little like false tattoo things to be able to put on if I did decide to do that, but
yeah, that's
that's
what I
too much
have.
work. I want to put the
Uh,
work in and drag, not out of it.
It is not that hard. I have them. I just tried them. You just cut it up, slap it on your face, put a little water, and it's done. Like it
How
was
many
kind of
times a week do you got to do that though?
not really because I just this is what I look like at work. No eyebrows and everything. Listen, when you're a brick, and you gained like 50, 60 pounds in like the last couple months and the winter has just been awful, you kind of just go with the gremlin bricky brick, like under troll under the bridge type look, like the homeless. Like I look like my goal when I go out, like not with friends or anything or like somewhere nice, but like, out on the town, I'm gonna go see a movie. I'm gonna go get groceries or whatever. I just look like a bum. I'll throw on some sweats, put the hoodie up, the beanie, and I just look kind of crazy.
I feel like every queen out of drag just looks a little bit crazy unless you're like a really pretty bitch. Because
Oh yeah,
I feel like I can be a pretty bitch, but I also do have my moments where I look absolutely insane.
yeah. No,
The
I
moment I take this off, I become fucking Smeagol in the corner of my room eating chicken nuggets.
yeah. My mom doesn't like it when I shave my eyebrows, so like, I'm just like, you know what? I don't care. It makes things much easier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like it's like it's a step you don't have to do, like laying
Yeah,
down with the glue and everything. Um,
it's a pain. I don't even have that thick of brows, and it's annoying. I get why people do it.
um, let's go into the other part of your career. So, you are a sex worker. You're on like all the apps and stuff like that, like the OFs, the fancies, and
Mario.
yeah, link in bio, exactly. What got you into that? Like, what kind of clicked in your brain that this is something that I want to do, and like this is something that I want to profit off of?
So before I realized that I was trans, very young, should not have been thinking this. I always admired strippers and exotic dancers, and I always thought that that was very cool and would be a very fun career path. But then realizing I was trans, I was like, oh no, I can't do any of this stuff. Like
Mhm.
that's I'll have to go back into the closet if I'd want to be able to pursue that. But then I had started seeing around COVID lockdown, a whole bunch of people started OnlyFans stuff around then. And I was like, wait, this is a thing you can do? Wait, you can just do that? You can just like you don't have to go to like an agency and do this shit. So I was like, okay, wait. When I'm able to, I want to do this. This sounds like it's a bunch of fucking fun. I like being pretty. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make my life being pretty.
No, no, exactly. I mean, like you kind of nailed that really well. Like, do you oftentimes kind of mingle the two? Because like drag does have a place in like that sex work era, more of the cross dresser, like the sexual like fantasy of it all. But do you ever merge the two of them together?
I like to. I think it's really fun too, but I don't know how much I have like a pull for my audience to want that. I've only made a little bit because any of that content doesn't seem to do as good as my out of drag content.
Mhm.
Um, but I do actually later this month catch me at Trans Strip Night in Toronto.
Oh,
Which
sick.
I always do up in drag and you get to see all of everything in person.
hmm Yeah. That's so much fun. I want to go to a strip show. The last time I went to a strip club, it was before I like fully accepted myself, um, as a queer person, as someone who enjoys sex, you know. I had that Catholic, I call it the Muslim guilt because I wasn't Catholic, like I was a Muslim before. I had that Muslim guilt of like, this feels objectifying, feels haram, this feels like type of deal. But I went to a strip club, and when the stripper like came up to me like to like do her little jig, like do her little dance, I the one thing I can only ask her was like, do you feel comfortable right now? And I was, because like I was just like totally not comfortable like engaging, and I know you're not supposed to, but she looked at me like, yeah, I am comfortable. I was like, oh, okay, that's good.
Why would I be coming up to you if I wasn't comfortable with this? I'd be going and hiding into the back room, sorting out
I
my tips and being on stage.
exactly, no, like but I want to be at like a queer thing, like a queer strip club type
There's
deal.
there's nothing like that in Toronto. Like it's the trans strip night isn't even at like a proper strip club. It's at a cabaret.
Ooh.
Um, but there is one other one where it is run out of an actual strip club. It's a regular straight strip club, but they have or they used to have a once a month event on the top floor, which it was specifically only femmes, only trans folks, and it was called Sapphic Strip Night. And it was
Mhm.
all queer lesbian performers. You're only allowed to enter if you are either like a cis woman or a trans presenting person. Or
Okay.
trans, not presenting, fucking just trans.
That's fair. um in Seattle, I know we have what is it called? Live nude mammals. It's at actually that it is at a gay bar. I think it's just one time in the month where like they kind of do like a little strip tease. Like,
That reminded me, there is one gay men's club in Toronto that does that. There is Flash in Toronto, and that is
yeah.
the only men's nude like strip show
Do you
place.
think do you think they'll ever allow someone like you on there, a trans man?
No, they
Oh,
actually, and they're really stingy about that stuff. Or no, it's not Flash, it's the Cock Bar. Cock Bar is upstairs from Flash, but they in the title are quite biologically inclined to only wanting very like it's a mask for mask space. Even if you're a masked trans guy, like they're asking for the like inches you have downstairs in the application. They very much expect only cisgender men to be applying.
um, I don't know how I feel. How do you feel about that? Like as a
I don't
trans
like
person?
it. I really don't fucking like it. And I
Yeah.
have other trans guy friends who are very much more butch, like very male man, and they have tried to apply over there and they're still like, no, no, you gotta put the fuck off. And that is gross. And
Yeah.
like I know a lot of their patrons have actually wanted there to be trans guys that are there, but they're very bioessentialist, very like, no,
Mhm.
we're for mask for mask, male with penis, men only.
Yeah. No, that sucks. Like I feel like every type of person, like if it's a queer space, like every type of person should be allowed in it. It's like except that like, you know, lesbians. They can have lesbian bars. Like
Yeah.
lesbian bars, trans bars. I don't know if there's like anything like that to my
I don't
recollection. Yeah, but that would be cool to like have a space like that. Um, I guess
I
my
wish.
question. Oh, what was that?
I wish.
Yeah, no, for sure. I guess my question is also like with Cockbar, like not accepting like trans people, like how is it like for you to navigate those spaces, like Chatterbait, for example, or Fansly, where you get people who see you like, and they don't know the whole like trans man, trans woman, all that, or non-binary, or they're not even queer at all. They see you and they see all the parts you got. Like, has that ever been difficult for you, or is it just like, oh, it's just another day, and like another.
It is what it is. I know how I present. I know how I look. I know what it's probably like. You see me for 10 seconds and you're like, ooh, brain neuron. It doesn't matter what I am. I'm just here to be able to get a buck. I'm whatever you think I'm sexiest as.
Mhm. Do you what was to say? Do you play into it at all? Like the cis fantasy, or like, no, I am trans, or like I am a
I
man.
don't think I've played into it that much. I am very
Mhm.
honest when it comes up. Like,
Okay.
because I do get people. You've seen in my comments before. Sometimes there'll be someone who will come in and they're like, "Oh, such a beautiful lady," but then everyone else in the room knows. Like, I'll roll with it, but I won't continue to call myself a lady just for the couple random people.
Yeah, you should just
I'll
throw
let
on
them
the
find out when they find out. They can look in my description. They can see I'm listed as a trans man.
exactly. You should just throw on the wig, like just the long hair, and like really fuck with their mind a little bit more.
I've tried to do streams in drag. They don't like it.
Yeah.
I get pushed to like the bottom. Nobody comes around because people who are regulars, they look at this and they don't some of them don't know that I do drag and they're like, who the fuck is this? Why is
Mhm.
this person here on this account? I came here
Dang.
for twinks. Where the fuck are my femboy twinks?
Exactly. That's crazy because, like, like since we're getting into it, I think your episode might be the first one like 18 plus type deal, even though there's like nothing
Definitely,
on
yeah.
just for like talking and stuff. But I love a clown boy, like the whole
I
fantasy.
think that's one of my best videos on my Fansly too. It's
Oh,
like it's not even that good of clown makeup. I just have messy like clown boy makeup, but that video has got like hundreds of likes. And it
oh
was just
wow.
a random little clip.
Listen, they might not like the drag queens or the drag performers like online and stuff like that, but when you go out in town in drag and you're like the center of attention to like everybody, it's just like, oh, these people, they're kind of sick in the head. They look at all these padding and all this makeup and like tons and pounds of makeup, and they're like, dang, I want to fuck that girl. I think it's crazy.
The street reactions are crazy sometimes. I
Hmm.
wasn't even in drag the last time I went out. I was just wearing my heels and I heard like from several blocks down, "What the fuck?"
That's crazy. Like you're just wearing your heels, living your life. Like you weren't in any makeup at all.
I was wearing like my little like fluffy crop coat because I just got like a new little like fluffy hoodie and some high heels and that was I was just a boy in some heels. I think that was the craziest part. They were probably wondering how the fuck I was walking in them because they're 9 inches.
Oh yeah. How's your like content, like your pornographic content evolved over the years? Like how long have you been doing it now?
Since I was 18. So like it's coming up 4 years, 4 years in July.
Dang. How has it evolved since when you first started?
Um, it's gotten a little bit more I don't know, put together, I guess. Less amateur. I can't really say that because a lot of my stuff is still very amateur, but like I have an idea of what I'm doing now. I'm not
Mhm.
just a random 18-year-old being just like, oh, here, yeah, I can make money just showing my hole. Sure, I'll just do that. Now I've got sustenance.
Mhm.
There's
Oh
an art.
yeah. Oh no, I bet. Like you put on like I've been in a few of the Chatterbait ones, and you have like the OBS stuff, like you mentioned OBS, like you have the tip
Mhm.
bar, like you just like
I
you
used
really
to
like,
just do it straight from my phone here.
oh, you do it just straight from your phone?
No, I used to do it straight from my phone. When I started
Oh,
out, I would do because Lovense has like a little app and you can go and stream from your phone on it, but they give you the full OBS thing on the computer, so that's what I upgraded to.
okay. What's some advice you can give to somebody like a queer person, whether they're young or not, like that want to engage in that type of content? Um, like is there any advice that now that you're coming up to like 5 years on it almost, that you'd wish you had gotten when you first started?
Have realistic expectations. I feel
Mm,
like that's one thing that a lot of creators are now kind of trying to hit hard because of that big boom during COVID, everybody getting into it, thinking that they're going to become a millionaire. Have realistic expectations. Realize that you are one of like hundreds of thousands of millions of people who are doing this exact same thing. And there's the likelihood that you're gonna make more than $500 a month is pretty low. That's the average for a lot of creators.
yeah, no, like I can only imagine, especially like trying to break through in that industry. Like I think there's like a misconception that like, oh, you just take off your clothes and like just play with yourself. Like that's pretty much it. But like it's it's almost like its own kind of art,
Yeah.
in a way,
Like you can do that, but there's only so far just that will take you.
Mhm. Exactly. Be a drag queen on top of it. I do want to get off the porn stuff. I do want to talk about your husband. So, looking at your profile and stuff like that, like I would not have known you were married.
They like to stay hidden.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
picky about what they do let me post of them. There's once in a blue moon you'll see them on my story, maybe.
Yeah. Tell me about them. Like, tell the world about them. Like, how did you, like, what's their name and how did you meet them? Like, what's
My
the
husband's
tea?
name is Grim. They're from Australia.
Oh,
We met when
does
we
he,
were very
not,
young, actually.
not,
We were both into Undertale when we were in like
oh,
middle school.
do
And
they,
that's we ended up meeting.
do they have the accent?
Yes.
Yeah.
They've been here for a little over 3 years, but they still have the accent.
That's like the best thing, and like meeting like being Undertale fans, like that is like the goth baby, like gay. Like I used to volunteer and mentor at like a gay youth center, and like that was all the rage, like
Yeah.
for all the children. And was Grim's only been in Canada for about 3 years. Like brought them over here or over Canada?
It,
You. Oh,
we've
that's crazy.
been together since we were 13 and 14 when we first met.
Okay. Age gap.
8 years we've been together, over 8 years.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Come through age gap 1 year.
Year and a
Controversial.
half.
Exactly. Oh wow.
Me and
Now
my grandpa
older.
sugar daddy.
Exactly. Um, what kind of connect you? What's something about Grimm that really drew you to them?
So the way that I met them and I saw them, I was hanging out with my friend and it was a video of them headbanging to All Star and I thought
Uh
they were cute and I got my friend to connect me with them and that's
mhm.
basically we've just been talking ever since then.
Okay.
It
So
was it
like
was
you
really just because I saw a video of them with a stupid song and thought they were cute.
oh wow. And now you lived your entire life like, till death do you part, which is kind of crazy.
8 years straight, barely any days then not talking.
8 years gay.
Yeah.
Not straight. um what are they like? Like, do they do art? Like, because
Yeah,
I
they
think I've I think I've heard them like over like you're just having a good time, and your husband is just sitting behind the camera and just watching you have a good time. Like, what are
as
they
they are right
into?
now.
What are they into?
They've been really into like Warhammer stuff recently. They've been wanting me to get them those like minifigures and stuff. They're very much like a nerdy gamer type. They've been in their D&D campaign for the past while, telling me about
Mhm.
all the plot stuff that they're writing.
Oh, that's so cute. Like it's the perfect like opposites attract type thing. You're kind of like a horror drag queen and they're like this big nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. How like I guess like I kind of have an idea of like how they feel about like the drag and like the stripping stuff, but like what was their initial reaction to like your career as like a drag queen and like a sex worker?
They've always been really supportive, so they just kind of rolled along with it. They heard that I was doing this and that I like this. They're just like, "All right, have
So
fun. You're having
nice.
fun. Go for it. You seem like you're happy."
Okay. And have they ever been in drag? Like, have you made them your
We
drag daughter?
we came up with a drag persona for them that's like a big pirate queen, and her name is Rum Rum Sugar Plum.
That's so crazy. Like that feels very femme.
Very well, it'd be very in between. They were debating on wanting to be like a bearded lady in it too, giving very like sexy Captain Cook lady gender fuckery.
Okay. And like their whole thing is pirates. Pirates. Like
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
We came up
That's
with the idea when they were in a big pirate phase.
oh, I love that. I love pirates. Like, not necessarily like real world pirates type thing. Like, I love a Pirates of the Caribbean type deal,
Fancy.
like the
They're
fantasy.
nodding their head there.
Yeah, no, like I just love the whole fantasy of pirates. Like I dig it. I dig
They're
Grimm.
gay as fuck. They
What?
did drag. Pirates all did drag on those boats. How the fuck do you think that they entertained all those horny, desperate sailors?
Well, yeah, no, they all fucked each other. Like like I think sailors in general, like they've all had sex with each other.
Oh yeah, well they
Like
had mealage. They would
mhm,
literally get married to each other on the ships too.
dang. Who's gonna wife me up on a pirate ship? Like I really need that. Like I really
No
need that.
whites, no ladies allowed. Only men dressed like ladies.
You know what?
That's
We
the
will.
big thing.
Well, like if you watched
Only
what's
crossies.
that's fair. We'll put her in drag. We'll put her like we'll make him a drag queen, a drag king. Yeah, type deal. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, uh, my next topic that I wanted to talk to you about, and I was actually really like kind of curious about it, but there's gonna be additional context to it. What is your favorite movie?
Mega mind.
Mega Megamind of all the movies?
I fucking love that movie. It is a cinematic masterpiece.
Really? I've not seen that movie in so long.
I always go for kind of joke ones, but that one is a little bit genuine. Like I do genuinely fucking love that movie.
Didn't they release a sequel?
Don't remind me, please.
Oh,
Bring that up.
was it
Not
terrible?
in this big gay household.
That's fair. No, I heard it was pretty bad. But I think there's also a TV series. Like they did
Yeah.
this like they did all this whole thing recently with it.
Oh, they
Yeah.
bastardized my boy.
Do you want to know
How
what
could
my
they do
favorite?
that to my big bald blue boy?
No, exactly. I think like they did it to capitalize off the memes, like type thing. Um, I've not seen it. I haven't seen Megamind in years. You know what my
Right?
favorite movie? Yeah. Sorry, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I refuse to see any of the new Megamind stuff. I've seen enough on the internet. I do not need to subject myself to like a full half hour of that or however long. Like,
Oh no, for sure. You want to know what mine is?
what?
Little Miss Witch Hazel Betrayal. Does that sound familiar to you? It's an independent short film.
That sounds very familiar only because I was featured in an art book of a very similar name, and now I'm wondering if that book was named after that because of that.
It is that actually. It's
Daniel, you didn't tell us.
no. It was. I am referencing the little short movie that you're in.
Oh wait, that one. Wait,
That
okay.
yeah. Did you Little Miss Witch Hazel Betrayal?
I
That
forgot there was a movie thing with it. Oh my God,
yeah
oh
yeah
my God. I forgot about that shit.
yeah. We're gonna have it pulled up here in just a second. But like you're in drag right now. You're wearing this purple dress. Um, pink hair, you're the classic oxymoron right now. And I was just kind of curious about that. Like, have you done other stuff like that, like short films, movies?
That was the
Like,
first one, really.
oh, really? What was that
Yeah.
like?
It was really fun. That was I got to go for like a couple of little like outfit fittings at some stores where we went through and we figured out what dresses we were all gonna wear for it. And it was a really chill filming experience too, because it was a song that I had already performed before, and they were like, okay, here, do put this together, just perform it and act how you usually act, basically.
I love that. Like, I feel like you could be on like a TV show, like or a movie or like, is that like the next avenue for your like artistic path? Like, do
I
you want?
got things, maybe. There might be things
Ah,
in the works. Not TV wise, but there's other artistic things in the works that are more
oh,
highbrow that may be coming out within a year or two.
okay, movie. Come on, Grammys. Like, is that gonna be like? What's the? Does Toronto have any like? I know we have like the Grammys is like international, or whatever. But like, does Toronto or Canada have any like special film?
Well, there's like
Like,
local film festivals.
yeah. Well. hopefully you win those awards. If it is a movie, you didn't really say. So I think you would really I think you would really rock it in a movie. You got like this charming personality, like, and I think like yeah, no, like it shines through like in drag and like in your OnlyFans. Like I say OnlyFans is like sex work in general, but like it's more than that. Actually, you know what? I was gonna ask you because like you promote your fansly a lot. Like, is there a reason why like only like you don't really promote the OnlyFans one?
Several. Most I've gotten flack for even just having an account on there, but diversify your income. It's the most popular site that people recognize, the name that everyone knows, hence why you keep saying OnlyFans instead of any of the other ones.
Yeah.
Everybody immediately recognizes like that logo and that name. But
Hmm.
I have a lot of beef with the ethics of the website and the owner and CEO of it all because political things and gross Zionism and everything. And
Dang.
just I don't feel comfortable openly being like, hey, come to here. I prefer my other websites where I have a lot more freedom and no connections to donating to.
Mhm. I'll have to look into that because, like, yeah, no, I heard about all that stuff, but like,
I had one person that was berating me in my comments a while ago for that, and they were saying like I'm not doing what I do ethically because of all of this stuff. So I've even
mhm.
thought about deactivating that one because I don't post on there. I haven't put any content out on there in almost a year.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I'll have to check out the fans. Like, I might switch over to that because as an Arab, you know, like Zionism, like, is terrible, awful.
Much more ethical, much wider library of content as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. I love that. Um, I, you know, like talking about the sex and stuff like that, like I am someone that just like appreciates the human body, you know, especially like specifically queer, like queer nudity, like queer bodies, queer stuff. Cause like at the beginning of the episode, we talked about how detrimental sex work was like for the queer community and still is like to this day. And there's just something so beautiful and like joyous seeing um queer nudity and queer porn. Like it's more than just you know, oh, these are hot people like fucking and stuff like that. I don't really even really like the whole studio stuff like that. I like when I can like talk to someone and have a real human conversation with
It
like
feels
kind of like
authentic. It feels liberating.
yeah, no, for sure. Like it's really like it's opened me up personally. Like I've had a lot of body issues because like my body's gone through so many different phases in life, and like seeing other people, other queer people that look like me, like out there exploring themselves and like doing that stuff, but also being like, I'm gonna treat this person like a human being and talk to them and not just be like, oh, can you send me a picture of your cock right now? You know, daddy, like type thing. Like there's a time and place for that. And it's usually on those apps specifically. But like when it comes to like social media and stuff, like it's really just so much fun to engage with it and to see um like go-go's, for example. I know I have a really good friend who's a go-go, and like yeah, he's a little cute thing. He's in his pup hood and all that, but like it's so fun. Like it's so nice that like he's nice. Like just as like a person, like as a human being. Um I encourage everybody to like interact with their like favorite porn or sex people like a human being. I encourage that. We should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um do you get any weird like what was the weirdest DM that you probably got from somebody? Like did they want you to do like a weird commission or something like that?
There's a lot. There's a lot of different categories of really weird DM. I've had weird requests for bookings and weird content requests, weird random comments. I have one
Mhm.
person who I have to keep blocking off of my chatterbait because they keep coming in and telling me I look like this one actor, and they don't pay anything, and they just say it until I acknowledge it. And
That's crazy. Like
like
but
I think 5 months of this straight that they have been coming into almost all of my streams, and they'll mention it at least once.
Yeah. How do you protect yourself? Like, because, that guy, what he's doing is like, I would say, like, it's more of a, like, he's like kind of a pest type deal, but like,
Oh, that's
in
a
the,
very minute, like
yeah,
mildly.
minute. Yeah. But like, how do you, because like, you're so open with like your drag and like being on social media and stuff like that. Like, how do you protect yourself? Like, from the more weirder or like the more dangerous parts of this thing, especially like with men. Men are just violent in general.
Feel like I've gotten a bit lucky. I feel like because
Yeah.
I've definitely not protected myself in certain ways earlier in my career, but I'm very specific to like I don't invite people who come from my content to shows. I don't really encourage them that much to come see me in person just because I know that not everyone who consumes that content is going to be unsavory, but I know a lot of them can be. And I have met a lot of them at shows before and they've been lovely people, but I know some of the people that try to get me bookings and they'll try to do it for like a birthday party or like a thing for their friend, and then it quickly comes to be like, oh no, they're just wanting to get a prostitute basically. Like you don't have the budget for that, first of all, babe. You're
Mhm. Yeah. If you're gonna be a prostitute in a private party, like it's gotta be a rich, Saudi
I gotta
prince.
see a couple of zeros, a good couple zeros.
At least six.
Mhm.
At least six zeros. Or do you want a little bit more?
That's comfortable, yeah.
That's comfortable. No, I love that. I love that. If you look at your chat right now, I left you a video because, like, I was doing my Thumali research on the podcast. I don't know if you can. Hopefully,
Does anyone else on the internet have those moments at
Oh
like 12
no.
a.m. where you're just like, I'm gonna be an influencer. I'm gonna post on all my social medias. My mom says it's mania, but I think I'm just a girl loss. Loss. Does anyone else on the internet?
okay. So after hearing your younger self, oh, it's good. Yeah. So after hearing your younger self, like, get into it and wanting to be an influencer,
That was
do you,
after my TikTok influencer era, even.
yeah, like, how do you feel like you have achieved that? Like, is your younger self happy with where you're at right now?
I feel like I'd be very proud, but I also
Mm.
don't feel like I'm as famous as I used to be after that video, actually.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's not around anymore. It got banned years ago, but I used to have a TikTok page that got 250,000 followers, and that's how I initially blew up on the internet. That's how people got to know the Baby Fag brand was when I was like 16, 15 years old, being just a random little emo kid during COVID. Alt
Mhm.
kids were super popular, so I ended up getting swept up into that.
Okay. Well, 250,000. Yeah, no, like, you're like the prime, like, person that they're gonna follow, like a scene kid, a queer scene kid, you know.
I was the perfect little trendy e-boy to be able to go
Mhm.
into that. Plus I had something annoying about me to have haters boost my shit, so I went fucking everywhere.
What was the one thing that was annoying about you?
My voice. People fucking hate my voice. People even think that I fake it now because of that stuff. Because I
Oh.
was on TikTok before I started hormones. So I
Mhm.
used to like I would lower my voice. And I do know it was annoying as fuck a lot of the time. A lot of my old videos I cannot watch back because of how bad it is. But I had like if you look up my username babyfag on TikTok and you look up like hate or something or is a woman, insane results. Like
Oh,
I had mobs of people coming after 16-year-old me just because I
that's
had a
crazy.
sounding voice.
That's crazy. I did try looking up baby fag on Google and it said child abuse is not allowed, like in the
What?
Google search. Like it just like because like I didn't spell it with the X's and it was just like child abuse is illegal. And I'm like, you know what? Like I get it. I hope the FBI doesn't come knocking on my door right now. But I'm
Oh
literally
god.
just that's what his name is. It's baby fag, I swear.
Well, because like I was young when I made that name. I was a baby fag. So
Yeah, you still are. You're still a baby.
I'm
Like you
still
could
a
still be
baby.
a yeah, exactly.
Still 2-year-old
Um,
baby. Go go gaga.
all that shit. You know, probably like one of those weird fetish people are watching this right now. They're like, ah, dang,
Oh,
let's.
oh my God. Oh my God.
Mhm. Oh, you got stories. It sounds like. What's the tea?
Relating to that point, I had one guy on Discord that did ask for that type of content for a little while. They really liked when I would hang out with this one friend. I've made content with them before, but they're very busty feminine persons, so they really like to have that like mommy dom content and like
Ah,
be like the self-insert for them.
that's crazy. Did they want you to like put on diapers and shit?
Oh yeah.
No, that's crazy. I feel like if I got the hookup and he came to
I
my
the shit
house,
that
he's
I've
wearing
had people like buy and send to me to be able to make content. I have a bag of tiny people for like those train sets, like those tiny miniatures, and this guy wanted me to make a video of eating them. And I made a video of just like he's gonna hate me if he sees this video. I hid them in my gums for it. I could actually swallow it, and I
did
would take a sip of like a big thing of Coca-Cola in between every couple of them, just like
that's
so tasty. Nom, 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 nom,
that
nom. I love eating
God.
tiny men.
Like kinks are so crazy.
Yeah.
Like the
Or cake specifically, how do you get that?
the
How do you get
what
others to want to be eaten?
I I have no clue. I mean, it's not like it's easy to do. Like it's easy to have that fetish when you eat all the time. You know, when you look
But
amazing.
like I can that's different than like I get food fetish stuff.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
like being eaten. I'm
yeah. I
not
don't
gonna
know.
fuck people's yum. I'm that this is my whole job, you know. I cater to the weird shit, but
It
it's
might be.
I wonder, like, how does that happen? The scientific point for kings, like, how does a lot of that shit end up happening? Because I know why I have what I have. Why do you have what you have?
No, yeah. You know, at the end of the day, it's just like probably lack of sex, like lack of what's it called? It, sexual depravity. You know, as someone who lived in Saudi Arabia and who's seen it firsthand, I like I like how depraved of sex a lot of those men are over there. Like
A
they
lot of it
just
was
get
like
in.
weird early experiences too. Like, oh my
Mhm.
fucking God, do you remember Totally Spies?
Yeah,
That show, the fetish material that show is filled with, like,
it's crazy. I've never seen that show. I was very masked when I was a kid. I was like,
oh
this
my
is
God.
girl stuff.
There's like a compilation that you can watch where it's just like every reference to fetish stuff. Because the whole concept of the show itself, three girls in latex bodysuits,
Mhm.
like
Yeah, isn't it a French show? Like, I feel like that
I
makes
think I
sense.
know it's Canadian. I'm pretty sure it's Canadian. A lot of kids' shows are Canadian.
Yeah, that's the thing about Canada that I love. Like a lot of good shows, a lot of good kids TV. Um, what was I gonna say? Like there was one thing I was gonna. Oh, yeah, we are coming towards the end. I like to ask this question. It's kind of generic, but like whatever, we might get into it. But where do you see yourself in the next couple of years? Because you've been doing your drag for about 5 years now, and the OnlyFans and like the sex work about the same time, roughly so. Um, where do you see yourself growing in the next couple of years, or even this year? Like, what's this year look like for you?
I'm I'm trying to figure that stuff out. Actually, the past couple months I have really been thinking about what do I want, like a 5-year plan kind of thing. Like what do I want to do with this? What it really is my plan. So I feel like I'm still figuring that stuff out, but for this year I want to be able to get more into doing bookings outside of the cities that I usually do because I've so far only been booked in my hometown and in Toronto, but I want to be able to try and branch out and get more connected to other folks because I only really know people in my immediate local scene. I'm only really close with those folks, so I think it'd be good to like just meet more people, make more connections.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Have you ever been to the States?
I can't. I don't got a passport. I also
Oh,
I'm not going to at this moment because spooky
yeah.
scary.
No, yeah, like absolutely.
I have been offered some bookings out in San Francisco and New York, but I had to turn them down just because I'm like not in this political climate, babe. I'm sorry. And this was
That
before Zoran too, so I was like, no, I'm not. I don't feel safe doing that. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're paying for my hotel and like my transfer and shit. I can't.
yeah. Well, now that Daddy Zoran is the mayor of New York, will you go to New Yorkistan
If
and
I'm able to
convert?
get a plane, if they can pay for a plane, maybe, because I know going through the border by foot now is still not the safest way.
Interesting. Yeah. No, it's I don't recommend it. You might as well just stay there, unfortunately.
I'm a wait it out. I'm a wait it out. I'll perform in my husband's home country before I end up performing in the States, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
I
mean,
got them
like,
connected to Melbourne. I can.
because like I feel
Shout
like
out to
you'd
Lisa Problem.
like I hate doing this because like I feel like everyone in Seattle says this, but like you should come to Seattle sometime. Like Seattle's like it's a great time over there, and I feel like it's very your vibe. It's very like
Almost got to go to Washington once, I think, because I remember going like right down to the border out in BC when I was younger, and my dad was just like, "Oh, the border's right there. We could go over there if like you had your birth certificate or whatever on you." And then I hear later that like, "Oh no, that was a lie. He's not even allowed to cross the border. That's why we didn't
that's
do that."
that's crazy. What about like producing shows? Like because you've done like have you done like producing
I
before?
have. I don't like it. I
Oh, okay.
The only thing that I can see myself doing in the next while is my birthday parties because I put a lot of effort into planning that shit. I've got big
Ooh.
plans for my one this year, but don't make me involved in producing shows. That shit is hell. I
Yeah.
already have to help one of my friends with their event stuff, and I
Yeah.
used to do that. It's so fucking messy. That's also the people that I was trying to organize it with too. That didn't help.
Yeah, gay people really can't like they can come together and like, organize, but when it comes to like organizing anything else, like it just falls falls
Yeah.
apart. You really need a lesbian. Like one of those butch lesbian, like they'll get the job done.
And for some reason, we had straight men.
No, no, like that's even worse.
No
Oh my God.
accountability or reliability in any of the cast and crew.
Love that. How old are you gonna be this year?
Gonna be 22 in the summer.
Ooh, okay. Taylor Swift.
I
I
don't know that,
not
I
met
was screaming that song at my husband last year for their birthday.
okay. Well, now it's their turn to like return the favor.
Now it's time for me to be really annoying.
Yeah, like I don't know. How are we feeling about Taylor Swift? Like nowadays?
I never have been interested, never crossed my mind. There was one song, I think that Love Story song. I liked that song when I was really young because I saw it on a animated wolf music video.
Oh, okay. No, no,
That
that's
was my only ever interest in Taylor Swift is Love Story, but wolves.
yeah. I think like my interest in her kind of like it just depends on the day. Maybe it's like maybe I have autism or like ADHD or whatever, like with a special interest. But like sometimes I'll be like, oh, I really want to get into Taylor Swift, and I'll listen to a few of her songs and like really dig it, and then I'll just stop and I'll be like, yeah, whatever. I don't really care. Like it's the autism like ADHD brain just being like, okay, like we're done with it. We just wanted to hear that one song. Like today, I listened
Yeah.
to what was it? The Fate of Ophelia, which is her newest song. And I was like, oh, this is a bop, but the rest of the album sucks. Yeah. But what about the sex work side of it? Like I guess like that's a question that I've always wanted to ask. Cause like, your body's not forever. Like you're gonna look gorgeous and beautiful like as you get older in many other different ways, I should say. Like, but what other
I
people
feel like
see
I'm just
now.
gonna become Amanda Lepore.
Amanda Lepore.
I'm gonna
Okay,
be
there we
cute
go.
boy Amanda Lepore when I'm 70. That's my dream.
That you know what? I want to go down that. Like I've been thinking about going down that route too. Like something about those plastic surgery girls, like I think a lot of people don't like it, but like I love it. Like the big
I
lips.
yeah. Like I something about like not botched, but like a little bit too much. Like
Hmm.
you can tell you've been touched. Like you've been under a couple of times. Like I feel like some of that is like that's really cunty.
Yeah, no, I love it so much. Like the
Being
big
art, you
boobs.
crafted and chiseled all of this into like the beautiful marble form that stands before you.
Yeah, and they may have taken an extra piece or two off. um, yeah, I always forget that like Amanda Lepore never looked like that. So it's always like shocking to see her younger and seeing pictures of like, oh, that's what she looked like before she like became a glamazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna just like tits out, big lips, like you're gonna just be snatched everywhere at like 70 years old and like just doing
But
OnlyFans and like
just
dancing.
knowing how my family members look, how they've aged, I know I'm probably gonna end up being old and skinny. Like I know
Oh,
I'm gonna end up being one of those old skeleton 90-year-olds that like it looks how are you holding yourself up? But I'll be like I'll be fully done up. I'll still be wearing my big feather robes and shit.
yeah. Like kind of like what you are now. You kind of give an old Hollywood. I've seen those pictures of you like in your little turban and like your robe and stuff like
My
that.
obnoxious little morning attire.
I love that. I love that you have a morning attire. You see, I can never do that. Like, I live with my mom right now.
You
I'm
can. Like, I live with my mom too, bitch. My mom thinks
oh,
I'm obnoxious as hell.
well, what I meant by that was like, I'm more of a I want to walk around the house in my underwear type deal.
Mhm.
Like, I can't be bothered by the robe and like the the theatrics that you put into it, which like that's why I admire it so much because it is so campy. It is so like glam. Like you put on
That's
your
why I
little
do
turb.
it. A little bit
Yeah,
of magic in your life. It may be a bit of extra effort, but the serotonin that it gives you, it
yeah,
gives you a reason to want to keep going just for the little things.
exactly. That's me and like going to my coffee shop, just go see my girls at the coffee, like behind the bar, get a cup of coffee, maybe a cinnamon roll, maybe like an egg sandwich type deal, and work on the podcast, just like I'm going to do with yours. And your episode's going to come out like soon, not in like 5 months.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yeah. Um, thank you so much for joining, Oxy. This was so much fun. Like, I'm really glad that I got to talk to you because, like, given the context of like your work and stuff like that, like, I know it could have gone like any different direction, but like, I'm glad to really see you as like a friend type deal. Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, and being nice and all that stuff. So, thank you for taking a chance and like being on the show.
Thank you for being able to invite me. This has been a lot of fun. I know it took
Yeah,
for to be able to coordinate this, but I've been looking forward to being able to since you asked.
yeah, of course, of course. So, if you're in Toronto right now, like if someone's in Toronto right now, they want to see you in drag, where can they usually find you?
Usually at Woody's. I try to go there like a couple times a month. Every Tuesday there, they got their open stages.
Mhm. Okay. And then what about online for like maybe I guess you promote all of your like sex work stuff on like on your socials and stuff, but um where can people find you usually online, like the most active, or if anyone wants to like get in touch with you?
I'm most active on my Instagram. You can put it on my screen, whatever the user is. It's hard to be able to say because I spelt it weird because the regular Oxymoron app was taken by some smiling friend character.
Oh. Yeah, so we'll have your LinkedIn, or like not LinkedIn, Linktree. LinkedIn, yeah. Professional whore. Like and like the first thing.
I should make my LinkedIn that more than just a
Yeah,
blank profile.
exactly. But yeah, we'll have all your links at the bottom. What's the best way that people can support you?
Going to my Fansly. That's
Mhm.
main way people are able to donate if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Or If not, my drag, support me in person, send me like a little PayPal thing, message me for my link for that.
Okay. It's not on your link tree, like your
I don't
PayPal or
know. I can't remember if I put my PayPal there.
because like Canada doesn't use like Canada Venmo and US
We don't have
Venmo don't
Cash
work.
App, we don't have Venmo. Literally, the only thing we got is PayPal.
Really? No
Because we
Cash
have a
App?
government cash transfer system. There's like one set one that the whole country uses here.
Oh, okay. That's confusing. Like I've never heard of that before. So kudos to you guys. I mean, hey, look, things in Canada are great over there in comparison to America. So I can't like judge too harshly.
We don't have transfer fees like PayPal and Cash App and shit, so
Okay, I
makes
see. I see.
sense.
All right. Well, thank you again, Oxy. This was a lot of fun. And thank you, Wayward Artists, for watching this wonderful episode of The Rewind. I hope you like the new designs and the new logos and stuff like that. Like, that's been really fun to make throughout the whole week. We have some amazing guests coming up. Um, some people from France, like, which is like really interesting. I've never talked to a French person. Who else do we got? Oh, if you watch Dragula, stay tuned. I don't want to say who it is because I don't want to jinx it, but if you love Dragula, we have a Dragula diva on the show. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm Thumali, at 1-800-Thumali on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And follow Wayward World Studios everywhere you get your podcast at. Wayward Artists, without further ado, it's been real.